The skills that I bring to the board, I'm an engineer. I've been doing it for 35 years in business, so a lot of business skills and engineering skills, but also risk and governance, and financial management, and hopefully a little bit of leadership as well.
I think the skills I bring to the board are leadership management and marketing expertise. I've also been a member of a board of a member-based organization previously.
I guess I bring a range of things. I work currently as the Director of Strategy at Small Giants, which is an organisation that partners with other businesses that are doing really inspiring things in the world, ethical businesses that are trying to change the world. So I guess I bring that kind of business development approach to what I'm doing on the board.
I bring a range of skills and experience to the board. I have first-hand experience as a long-term volunteer at EWB. I started out in the Victorian chapter, also a member of the ATSI Knowledge Hub, as well as leading my organisation's corporate partnership with EWB. I also have experience in humanitarian engineering, working with World Vision in Cambodia. And finally, skills I bring to the board, I work in innovations at GHD, and some skills that I think are really relevant are change management and opportunity evaluation.
I bring a range of skills to the board. Over the last 10 or 14 years I've started and run a range of businesses, and I think in the sort of commercial sector those skills apply just as well in the not-for-profit sector. So things like building teams, identifying markets, marrying up the skill sets of organisations with the opportunities that are out there.
As a member of the EWB board, I bring an unfettered commitment to environmental and social sustainability in all aspects of my life. I have a depth of expertise and experience across the areas of strategy development, policy, people development, risk and governance in the areas of Aboriginal affairs, education, health, preventative health and the built environment.
I bring to the board 20 years experience as a chartered accountant with particular expertise in financial management, systems management and corporate governance.
Well, aside from Danny being hard to say no to, no, I'm kidding. I was delighted to be asked to join the EWB board. I suppose the reason is I just love what EWB does, the passion and the energy of all the people involved, so I was really happy to bring my skills to the board.
I joined the board at the end of 2011, which I think most people remember was the year of humanitarian engineering. And I was incredibly passionate, I guess, about the spotlight that had been thrown on engineers at that board and the potential for us to create a significant impact after 2011. So I'm very passionate about things like pro bono engineering and our potential to change the engineering sector in Australia, or to shift it on its axis by a couple of degrees in Australia, to focus a little bit more on the development aspects of engineering.
I think engineers play a really important role in community development, and so I joined the board so that I could use my skills and experience to support this fabulous organisation to play a role in enabling engineers to do that.
I'm passionate about sustainable resource use, and in particular businesses that are able to be sustainable in a very holistic way.
I'm passionate about sharing with as many people as we can what we do at EWB and having as big an impact on the community here in Australia and overseas as we possibly can, whether that's leveraging the pro bono engineering idea, extending the challenge, whatever it might be, but I think that's really important and something I'm really excited about being involved in.
I'm incredibly passionate about the potential and the power of engineering to create significant change in the world. I think when we look at all the major problems the world's facing, whether it's water or sanitation or health and hygiene or shelter or disaster relief, most of these issues, in fact all of these issues, have some sort of an engineering baseline. And I'm incredibly passionate about the work that EWB can do to meet some of those needs.
I'm passionate about getting together with a group of people and making a difference in the world, whether that be in your workplace, at home or in the community. And that is what EWB is all about.
I'm passionate about the role of humanitarian engineering to improve lives. I think to do that we need an engineering sector that has not only the technical skills to provide a solution to a problem, but rather a range of broad skills that enables them to provide the best solution for a community. And what I mean by that is we're producing engineers who have a really good understanding of the social context in which their engineering solutions are being applied.
One of my fond memories of EWB is probably reasonably early days in about 2006 when we used to have offices nearby, and we'd go over and everyone would be sitting around without a good meeting table. So we used to call engineers without borders engineers without boardroom tables. My business went well, we donated a table, and here we are today with engineers without borders.
I studied civil engineering as a student, and I was not particularly pleased with my first year of study. I was underwhelmed by the lack of context, and I was feeling quite upset about the lack of reasons why I was studying. There was no passion in my education. So I applied for a certain number of transfers and new degrees, but then eventually decided to settle and try one more year of engineering. And then about halfway through my second year of studies, I came across the Engineers Without Borders chapter on campus, and it was in its incredible infancy stage. It was only a couple of people talking about these ideas, but the juxtaposition of going from a lecture on bolts and the size of bolts, and then going and meeting with these people and talking about how engineers have the capacity to change the world for the better, really, I guess, cemented in me the importance of an organisation like Engineers Without Borders to change people's minds and to really have some positive impact.
For me, the lasting memory of EWB will be the young, brilliant minds that we've attracted through our membership, the opportunity that we've created to shape and develop their view of the world and their development expertise is where our core strength lies. If you look to an early photo of EWB the National Council held at my parents' place in Woodend many years ago, there's a couple of unfamiliar faces, but there's also a lot of faces that have been there since the beginning. One of those is Lizzie Brown, our current CEO.
A special story about my involvement with EWB goes back a few years. I was involved in the Victorian chapter, and a few of us were really interested to learn more about Aboriginal relationships with land and water. A few of us eager volunteers got together and brainstormed what we might do, and that came together in the form of a study tour. For 2 weeks we travelled through the Murray-Darling Basin, having conversations with traditional owners and also other stakeholders in the catchment about traditional owner perspectives. It was a really powerful experience for me and also for the other participants. And in addition to that, it's great to see that this initiative lives on and is now an annual program for EWB known as Dialogues on Development.
As the chair of the board, what was really interesting is that we appointed a new CEO, Lizzie, who hadn't been a CEO before. And this is an extremely volatile external environment with crises and financial crises and the like. And to see the CEO grow a new team and take EWB on a really exciting path forward, I just think that's fantastic to be part of that process.
Without question, the greatest thing about EWB is our people. The opportunity that we create for them to have a lasting, lifelong connection in development is what makes EWB great to me.
I think easily the greatest thing about EWB is the passion and the hunger to make real change. And one of my favourite descriptions of EWB is not only the geopolitical borders, but breaking down the discipline borders and producing engineers that see the world in a very holistic and integrated way.
It's hard to pick just one thing that's the greatest thing about EWB, but if I had to, I think it's the passion and enthusiasm of the members. I always love when I'm talking to volunteers who've just come back from a placement, or some of our community partners who've been working with the volunteers. Just the energy and enthusiasm and passion that they bring certainly rubs off on me, and I think it rubs off on everybody else involved.
The greatest thing about EWB is its people. The people are absolutely fantastic, passionate and committed to the cause.
My special talent is my height and my ability to have grown past my hair.
My special talent is definitely the fact that I have a deaf ear, and when you bring up 2 small kids, particularly babies, it comes in a lot of very handy.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'd call it a talent. I love to sing, so I'm not really sure if I'd say it's a talent. I guess maybe speaking a little bit of a few languages, so I can speak French and a little bit of Spanish, so that's probably a talent not too many people might know I have.
My special talent, well, I was a pretty capable yo-yoer in my youth. When I was about 10, 11, 12, I won quite a few yo-yo competitions.
My special talent is being able to dance as if there's no one watching.